Okay, we're going to have a look at a calf compression here from a couple of methods of back control, one from the side, one from the centre. Compression is definitely one of my personal favourite types of submissions. There are often underrated and underutilised. There's a few ones that are starting to become more commonplace. Calf compression that we're going to look at now is relatively common, but there's a whole range of nice compressions that you can go after. This is calf compression from either a centre or side back control. Not the only varieties, but similar kind of setup for both of these. So Paul's going to be in a position where he's just on all fours and I'm able to control either from side back control or from centre back control here. The key to this one is going to be attacking right in here behind the calf with my shin laid out at a nice horizontal angle. So from this position, if I'm in side back control, a very effective way to transition towards the back is actually to put this leg in first. So kind of common wisdom is that when you're in side back control and you're trying to transition to centre back, that you'll take that leg right over the back from there. But actually, in this kind of position, where you're striking, hooking this leg in here, just clean my other leg out the way so you can see it, this leg in here is actually a very smart thing to do. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. I'm not committed to the calf compression in this instance. I can hook over and take centre back control as well. So it's fairly multi-purpose, hooking in with the leg from here. Not going to talk about the technicalities of side back control, but I'm just going to drop Paul down a little bit from here. So I might be striking from here, looking for finishes with the strikes. But if I feel that this side here is quite open and not too tightly defended, this is something that I can shoot for. So it's this top leg, the one that's up by his head, it's going to come in and through this way, right here. So tricky little move to get this in, but once you've got it in, you get a strong position. From here, if Paul doesn't react and try and move or defend, I can go for this immediately. So I'm just going to turn right round from here, so I'm 180 degrees effectively in this position, and this shin will lay itself out nice and horizontally from there. You want to be right in the deepest part of his knee and completely horizontal with this shin bone. Too high up my calf and he's going to hit too much muscle and there's not going to be enough bone part in on the compression. Too low towards my ankle and it will just be too skinny. So I'm just going to come up here just at the bottom of my calf muscle. That's where it'll be strongest. As soon as I turn around, I'm going to capture this leg with both hands. He's going to know pretty soon when I turn around this way what's going on, so I've got to be quick with this capture from here. And then I'm going to start pulling up this way and leaning back. So immediately I want to get real strength in this position and pull back. Once I get to here, it should be getting pretty tight, but I've got a lot of leverage still remaining to go right back on this. So I can come up higher, so I pull on the foot, and I can be laying right back with my head and my upper body for extra leverage as well. The placement of the leg takes a few, probably 100 repetitions just to get absolutely comfortable with hitting it in the right place right from the start. But once you get it, it's a very strong position. So again, standard side back control, striking from here. You see there's a little opening, you're going to pop this leg in this way here quite quickly, and remember you're not committed at this point. We could use this to transition to centre back control as well. But he doesn't particularly defend this. From here, take your head towards the foot. But don't lay back like this, because he's going to be turning right into you. So from here, take the head here, towards the foot, get it, and roll back into the compression from there. If your leg ends up too high up there, calf or anything like that, you have to adjust. If you can't get it in deep in that knee joint, don't bother. Second quick setup for exactly the same technique is from centre back control. So standard back mount in this position. So won't bother transitioning in, I'm going to jump straight into it. From here, in this position, again, might be looking for suppressions and chokes and looking to strike, but as long as this foot's hooked in from here, I can start coming off to this side and getting exactly this same setup. So all I'm doing from here is just rolling off the back on the side. So I'm centre back control, look at where my foot is from here, currently between his legs. All I'm doing is pushing this out to the side. Pushing this out to the side from here, as long as his knee joint is open enough, I'll have a nice shot at this. Push this off to the side, disengage, head down towards the feet, as before, and exactly the same finish. That's why I'm putting these two together, because the actual movement of hooking the leg in and finishing is identical. It's the same submission, but from two different setup points. Once more. So, standard centre back control from here, turning that calf out, disengage, head towards, don't do it as slow as that with a delay, grab, good leverage, and leaning back in, and finish from there. The final piece of the jigsaw is that you can work both together. So side back control, striking, I can put this leg in from here and hook, and I can use that to then transition to centre back control. And then if he kicks this leg out or anything like this, gets this, I can still come back to this position from here. So I can go from side back control, hook this leg in, use that to transition to centre back control. If I can't get that leg in and it goes wrong, then I can still come back and shoot for this calf compression. Thank you, Paul. So that's calf compression from either centre or side back control.